All right. Hey, welcome to another edition of Vegas Bad Boys of Podcasting. I'm DJ Impact. I got Matt Michael, Sin City Steve, Simon Street. And first off, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. And welcome to our Christmas show. This should be a good little fun show as we got a few questions that we're going to have to answer. And
Answer.
yeah. And play along because I'm sure you have your own list as well. So let's get right into it. Question 1: 3 people in wrestling who made our nice list. Wow. You know what? Let me go over to Simon Street first on this one, man. 3 people, man, this entire year, who made your list?
Who made my list for the nice list would be Sami Zayn, first and foremost. I'm sure he's on everybody's nice list because we got to stop hearing his ramblings about the conspiracy theories, and we found him get a little bit close to home, or at least finding a new home with the bloodline. And he's just been a delight every time I see him. So he's going to be on my nice list. Another person on my nice list this year was Johnny Gargano. Man, since he's come back, I have just been completely happy, and he has been able to foil every plot that The Miz has done with his despicable Grinch-like behavior, and I just enjoy having. He's kind of like the dad you always kind of wanted to have in a sitcom, probably in the 90s. That's Johnny Gargano, man. Always takes care of home and takes care of everybody, and I appreciate him. And then last but not least, Bryan Danielson. I mean, who does not like this guy? No matter where he's at, WWE, AEW, he is just a nice guy. He's always giving of himself, learning and teaching the new people to come up to get one over with him, building new stars through him. God dang it, I love him. And that's my nice list.
All right, that's a good nice list there. Okay, let me move over to you. Sin City Steve, who made your nice list this year?
All right, so technically I'm cheating because I've got a tag team on here. So that makes a total of 4. But anyway, let's just get it started with that tag team, FTR. FTR, the absolute best in-ring tag team in 2022. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, I'm not going to slight that other team that's been holding the gold for over a year. But as far as in-ring quality matches, no matter where they are, whether they're in Japan, whether they're in Mexico, whether they're doing a spot show here, there, anywhere, it doesn't matter. FTR, they bring it. And Dax Harwood showed that he's a good singles wrestler this year as well. Amazing work done by both of those guys. I still don't understand why they didn't complete the Thanos gauntlet and why TK didn't put those AEW tag titles on them. But whatever. That's another story for another time. Chris Jericho. The guy has invented himself so many times, it's fucking insane. No matter what the gimmick is, Chris Jericho is always entertaining. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, Jon Moxley, the company guy. When Phil Brooks decided to do what he did after All Out, everything was in absolute disarray. Moxley carried the title during one of the most rocky points in all of AEW's history.
Okay, good stuff. Let me go right over to you, Matt Michaels. Who made your nice list this year?
Well, I gotta say, Toxic Attraction makes my nice list because they're naughty. That's gotta be the top thing right there. Okay. Quick shout out as we're recording this here. Happy birthday, Rob Van Dam. All right, Mr. RVD.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk down the line, brother. So yeah, I gotta say Toxic Attraction. The growth of the three of them together, and we'll see what happens now that Mandy's gone. Should be interesting. Triple H. Got to put him on the nice list because, boy, there's been no looking back since summer. So Triple H has been very, very nice. And Sammy, of course, is the top of the nice list because why wouldn't he be, right? He's the fucking best thing in all of wrestling right now. The guy can still wrestle. We know that. And he's probably heads and shoulders above everyone else on the microphone right now. And who would have thought that this red-haired Jewish man would fit into the bloodline, just like the bald-headed, round Jewish man did in terms of being the advocate for the bloodline. So it's just been just fascinating to see and wonderful to see, and makes us all a little happier when he's on TV.
All right. Yeah, and by the way, if you keep using that term, ye is going to have a problem. So you might want to be real easy on the what are you saying, Simon?
Muted, and he's trying to say
you have to enunciate the T in yeet. It's yeet. Enunciate the T.
I'm talking about your boy Kanye.
Kanye, he did tell me his favorite Jewish people are actually Sami Zayn and Paul Heyman.
But there we go then. Perfect.
So, hey guys, let's be honest. Ye's favorite wrestler is Gunther.
This is true as well. Around.
So awesome. Okay.
That's good.
Here is my 3 for the year. I have to give a shout out to Kofi Kingston, my number 1 guy, man. Most decorated tag team champ of all time, man. 15 reigns in his name. Shout out to Kofi. This guy be putting in that work, man. I'm just proud every time I see him out in that ring, still entertaining, still doing all those excellent wrestling moves. I just shout out to him. Definitely number 1 for me. Number 2, Bianca Belair, another one, putting in that work, holding that women's title. Listen, the kids, they love her. I love seeing the pictures of the girls. First off, I don't know where they get that very long piece of weave that they flap around themselves, but it's awesome to see that they do that, and they really just enjoy seeing Bianca just do her thing. I mean, it's she's definitely a role model, and quite frankly, I hate to say this, street, but we definitely don't need Sasha Banks. Shout out to Bianca Belair. And
I disagree.
Now this would be something that Sin City would like, and this would probably be the only thing he would like. And there's a reason for this. Claudio Castagnoli. I want to give him shout out. One of the reasons, because first off, I was actually in an elevator with him once after a WrestleMania match, and this is one of the nicest guys I've ever encountered. And just thinking about that, we've always wanted him to have that belt, that main belt within WWE. We didn't get a chance to see it, but granted, he got one. He's got one from Ring of Honor. The guy is still putting in great work as well, still doing moves that we didn't get a chance to see. I'm a fan. We'll rebel in this one, Sin City, because it gets worse in the naughty list.
No, I don't doubt it.
All right. So with that, we're gonna move right into the naughty list. And how about why don't we start with you on this one, Michael? Let's do that. What's your 3 who made the naughty list this year?
Well, and speaking of the naughty list, Steve added a tag team. My number 3 here is actually somewhere around 14 people, and that would be TK, the Elite, and the Jericho Appreciation Society. If there's any way you can make all those people go away, that would be wonderful. Santa, please. At the very least, Santa, please put Cole. And if anything, if you can't, well, first of all, if you can cut up the Cole and put a little snow over it, and Tony can, ingest it, that'd be great. Otherwise, just there's a perfect place you can shove the Cole, and I think that'd be somewhere on Ty Conte's body somewhere, but I don't know where exactly. Santa decides that. Speaking of that type of inappropriate stuff, Vince McMahon is definitely on the naughty list, as he should be, and possibly in the sexual offender list. So way to go, Vince. Just keep racking up the hits there, buddy. And number 1, of course, is actually kind of a godsend because it's CM Punk for just being a dick. Way to go, man. Phil Brooks, you are just on top of that naughty list, buddy. And I'm just so happy that you made the top of a list this year, because I don't think you're going to be on many more lists for, I don't know, the rest of your life, most likely.
Well, I might as well jump right in here just because two of those made my list as well. So I won't indulge you, but Vince McMahon, yeah, bro. At too many allegations, man. This is not a good look for the company, man. Vince, you've been naughty. Here's the problem. You've been naughty all your life. Okay. My God. Do we have to even go back to the beginning? Vince, I'm very disappointed, and I'm sure Linda is too. Next, yes, CM Punk. Guy. Bro. You were supposed to be the savior of this company. You were supposed to bring in these millions on a consistent basis. You were supposed to change wrestling. You saw things different. This is the company. And what did you do? You decide to just want to destroy it single-handedly. I don't even understand you, bro. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, now that you're going away, please stay away. Now, who made the number one list? Bully Ray and Moose. Both of y'all made it over in Impact Wrestling. Why? For both either directly or indirectly attacking Josh Alexander's wife. Are you serious? Guys, come on. You had Moose literally almost hurt the poor woman, okay, with that spear. And then you have Bully Ray about to power driver her until Josh hands him the belt. Guys, now I talked to Josh already. Leave your wife at home, bro. Just leave her at home. But guys, it's just crazy that both of you had to do the same thing. You're definitely on my naughty list. Got to move over to you, though. Sin City Steve, who made that list?
All right. Well, it looks like there's a lot of parity on these lists. First things first, Vince McMahon. Just focusing on the in-ring stuff that he oversaw on a day-to-day basis, I can't emphasize enough just how much more tolerable and bearable the WWE product is now that he's gone. On a personal level, if those things are true, all of the allegations, if those are true, then you fuck off, man. Like, seriously, like it ultimately, he ran that as a character. You know, he did that shit in front of a camera and everybody laughed and thought that it was, you know, the coolest shit ever. When in all actuality, he was doing the same exact shit behind the scenes. Also, CM Punk. You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. Thanks for the years of entertainment, Phil. Now stay the fuck off TV. Jim Cornette. Oh, my buddy Jim. My good old friend Jim Cornette. When you're not busy being a cuck and basically blackmailing kids to sleep with your fucking wife, you're sitting there and just raging about modern wrestling because, quite frankly, you're too afraid to see that times are different and that things are changing and that there is a place at the table for everyone. So, to quote you, Jim, thank you, fuck you, bye.
Nice. Okay, Cyber Street, man. Who made your naughty list?
Damn, I don't even know if I can follow after that shit. You've been holding that in like somebody holding in the shit on a road trip and ain't got a gas station in sight.
Well, you can make it 4-4 if it's Vince and CM Punk. What you got?
Well, as we can see the trend going on here, I labeled mine differently. First and foremost, Vince McMahon's ego. Number 2, Tony Khan's hubris and ignorant presumptions of what wrestling business is. And last but not least, I have my motherfucking favorite, Dave Meltzer with his false prophesizing. That's it.
Did you just say your motherfucking favorite?
Yeah,
Motherfucking favorite Dave Meltzer. You know, Dave Meltzer, he knows every fucking thing. He knows what you ate for breakfast. Shut the fuck up. Do something new.
Oh my God! Did you just invent Meltzer Clause?
Oh,
Meltzer clause. The Meltzer clause. If you enter into any promotion, be wary of misconstrued content that you may have or say, because Steve Meltzer already knows what you're going to say before you say it.
Steve
all right.
Meltzer.
Steve Meltzer.
Oh, did I say Steve Meltzer? My bad. Dave Meltzer.
That
I knew
was
a guy
very-
named Steve Meltzer that acted just like Dave Meltzer, and he was a bit of an asshole. He think he knew every fucking thing, but didn't know shit.
All right, we're gonna move over into question 3. What are your 3 Christmas wishes for wrestling? Boy, this should be good. All right, Sin City. Why don't we start for you, man? What are your 3 wishes?
You know, I'm a simple man.
Okay.
I just want a few minor things. I'm not gonna ask for like earth-shattering, world-changing things.
Okay.
I just want more coherent booking on a weekly basis, no matter the wrestling show that I'm watching.
Okay.
Whether it's Raw in the off chance that I'm actually watching it, SmackDown, or either of the AEW shows. I think that 2022 was a step in the right direction. 2022 was a step in the right direction, but there's still a long way to go. Also, we need to get a real Ring of Honor TV deal. Please and thank you. That would allow for better utilization of talent that's under contract that's not being used properly. And yeah, it just needs to fucking happen. None of this Honor Club streaming only bullshit. Give us a real TV slot. And then lastly, like I said, I'm a pretty simple man.
Mm-hmm.
I just want Cody Rhodes to dethrone Roman Reigns for the world title at WrestleMania. That's it. That'll put a bow on the comeback story. That'll put a bow on a lot of things. Just make it happen. There you go.
All right, man. You are a simple man.
That's it.
Huh? All right. All right. Oh boy, Matt Michaels.
Amazingly enough, I am along the same lines of hoping that Ring of Honor goes through Pinocchio and becomes a real company, because this is just utter bullshit. Claudio, you say he won a title, but did he really? I mean, if there's a company and no one's watching it because it has no show, then does that belt really exist? Is there a difference between ROH's World Championship right now and the FTW belt? That's the question. So let's make it a real fucking company and, stop this nonsense. We need NXT Championship for Zoe Stark. That, Santa, you need to make happen, okay? Get the belt on her now that Mandy is done, and you got Roxanne, that just perfect baby face for Zoe to beat the shit out of. Be great to see. But number one, I don't know if I want to see Roman lose to Cody per se, but I want to see Roman and The Rock at fucking WrestleMania. For God's sakes, Dwayne, make it fucking happen. All right. Don't do fucking Jungle Cruise 7 right now. Just take the time off and go ahead and fucking wrestle a match one night in fucking LA. You literally can Kobe Bryant helicopter ride it in. That sounded bad after I said it.
Yes, it did. What the fuck?
Although they could do Roman Rock on night 1 and Roman Cody on night 2.
Oh, you
That
sound
sounds like two
dirt
drink
sheets.
specials. It sounds like two drinks.
The dirt sheets are saying that Roman's wrestling 2 nights, so we'll see.
Simon Street.
Well, first and foremost, the first thing that I'd wish for is I too want to see ROH be in a real setting that is malleable for me to actually consume. It does suck sometimes because I used to watch ROH a long time ago, and it just kind of sucks to see. It's just like dangling the possibility of something that has not or will not ever come to pass. in the current future. So, second thing that I would like to is I too would like to see, well, not two, but I definitely want to see Zoe Stark be moved up, whatever it needs to be, NXT title or move her up to the main roster. She is definitely a diamond, and she needs to be put in the rotation 100%. She has the skill. Her promos have picked up less, especially in the last couple of weeks. But also, too, overall, I want the women's roster to really start shining in many, many ways. And then the last thing is a personal one, guys, really personal. I really want a lot of us wrestling fans. I know we get held up in our opinions and stuff. Hell, I do too. I got tons of them. But I want a lot of us to just realize, leave it at the door of an opinion and not stand on the soapbox as a gospel and tear down other people for their opinions. I mean, at the end of the day, we have to start protecting what we watch, guys, because long time ago, if you've been watching this wrestling for a long time, a lot of people said this shit would never go nowhere. A lot of people used to make fun of us when we were kids for watching something that wasn't realistic. And so I think that all of us have had those times, and it's important for us to really start maybe dialing back a little bit and try and positively reinforce and encourage other wrestling products to do better.
All right. Good stuff right there. Let me jump in here. We have, there we go. All right. Who is the true tribal chief? I need to know the answer. Give me Rock. Give me Roman. Mania, any other time, doesn't matter. Let's just make it happen. And yes, The Rock will lose and make Roman the real tribal chief, but I want to see that. I think it would be awesome. And I got to tell you, although I know I would get screwed with tickets to see this, I will now pay it if you can make that happen. All right. Let me jump over to my number 2. This is a kind of out there, but that's fine because it's my wish list. Give me a one-time sort of a TNA style, UFC style, octagon ring with the sole purpose of 2 different matches. I want a triple threat women's championship match with Ronda versus Shayna versus Sonya Deville. I want to see that type of match. Okay? Combination of using both your MMA and your wrestling style. On the men's style, same thing. Matt Riddle, Lashley, Lesnar. I want to see that. I think that would just be awesome as a wish to be able to see that different type of style of a match. And the last thing I would say, my number 3, for Royal Rumble, I would like to see participants from other promotions. Now that we got a chance to see Mickie James come through, and of course she had her belt. Yes, Mickie James used to work for WWE. If you want to say that the rules have to be that the wrestlers have to have worked with WWE, I'm all for it. If the rules not, and you just open it up just for anyone, listen, they're not going to win the Royal Rumble. But it would just be fun just to see someone actually come in and just, the excitement of having them there. And then, of course, eventually they get put out. If they're champions of that particular brand or show or division, let them bring that down as well. I just think that would be great. Those would be my 3 wishes. All right. I think we did it, folks. We did the Christmas show. Thanks. We want to thank everybody for watching and or downloading. And we hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and, keep enjoying watching wrestling. We got a lot more shows coming up as well. Don't forget the New Year's Eve show, kind of almost like the same style we just did now, but different questions. You want to make sure you watch that or download that as well. All right. So with that, we will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us and happy wrestling.